Hi all. In this video, we'll be talking about do-while loops in C++. Before understanding about do-while loops, like how they are different from a while loop, we'll see or we'll come up with a scenario where we write for loop and for which we also write a similar while loop. And then we'll compare how both of these fare when we compare them with do-while loops. So let's say the for loop that I'm starting is for a variable to keep track of the loop. So this is, we can say, like loop control variable on which the loop, the execution of loop is dependent upon. So this is int I is 0, and the loop condition is I should be greater than 0. And the update statement part is that I'm incrementing I by 1. And all I'm doing inside this loop would be printing the value of I. Okay, so the snapshot of the memory, computer's memory, is going to be, we just created a variable I and started it with 0. Now take this condition. So the condition is I should be greater than 0, but I is 0 because that's where I'm starting it. Therefore, 0 greater than 0 will be false. So if the loop condition is false, then we do not execute the code inside the loop body. So that means nothing will be printed. So in a way, I wrote a bad for loop. The for loop is that I'm starting at 0, but the condition I'm checking is that whether 0 is greater than 0, which will always be false. And then the computer is never going to execute what's inside the for loop. So I just came up with a bad for loop condition that never meets. Now, let's talk about the same logic with a while loop. So remember, for a while loop, we only have a condition inside the while parenthesis. So to avoid that, I'm initializing a variable int I is 0. And this is where I'm writing the while loop part. So the loop condition, I'm using the same condition again. I'm opening the curly brace and I'm simply doing cout whatever the value of I we have and close the loop. Again, whenever computer executes these statements, it creates a variable I with a value 0 inside the computer's memory. So we just created the variable I inside the computer's memory. Now, loop condition. The loop condition is that we are again checking for the same thing. Is I greater than 0? What is the current value of I? The current value of I is 0. Therefore, the condition we are checking is whether 0 greater than 0, which will always be false. Again, if the loop condition fails, we will not execute or run the code statements inside the while loop. So no output, nothing will be printed. Nothing will be printed. Now, consider the do-while loop. So similar to while loop, a do while loop has only loop condition. Okay. And the way we write do while loop is we start with the do keyword, we'll open the curly brace, and all the logic that should be inside the loop body will be written right after the curly braces. So all we are doing is we're printing the value of I and close the loop body. So from here, whatever that's there between the opening parenthesis and closing, sorry, opening curly brace and closing curly brace, this entire thing is what we call as loop body for a do while loop. Okay. Now, the way we write the condition in a do while loop, okay. This is frozen, just a second. So never mind. Yeah. So right after closing the loop body curly brace, we'll start with while, and then we will write the loop condition here. So the loop condition is I greater than 0. And remember, for a do while loop, right after using the while keyword and then giving the loop condition within the parenthesis, we have to give a semicolon. For a while loop, we don't need to give a semicolon, but for a do while loop, we need to give the semicolon. So in a way, the do while loop, also like while loop, has only condition, and somewhere I have to initialize the variable I. And I also have to account for the update part. So right after printing, all I'm telling is that I'm accounting for the update. Or let's say, in this case, let's say I'm not doing the update. Just say I'm just printing it. I'm comparing it with while. Even in my while loop, I'm not updating I. So I is not updated, or we are not updating I, but only in my for loop, I'm updating I value. So now when it comes to do while, I'm only initializing I. So the moment I initialize I, again, inside the computer's memory, a variable I will be created with a value 0. And the way we execute do while loop is the computer starts at do, and there is nothing to check here. Whenever we are starting at do, there is nothing to check. It will go inside the loop. It will look inside the loop body. So the only statement that we have inside loop body is cout I. So that means we are outputting the value of I, which is nothing but I is 0. So 0 will be printed to the terminal. And then there's nothing to execute here. The computer will test the loop condition. The loop condition is I greater than 0. And whenever we say that, what is the value of I? The value of I is 0. So is 0 greater than 0? This will be false. If something is false, or if the loop condition fails, so loop condition failed, therefore we are exiting the loop. So again, okay, this is frozen again, I'm sorry. So if we see the same code logic, it never produced an output when we wrote a for loop. The same code logic, it never produced an output when we use the same loop condition for a while. But the code produces an output for a do while. So the difference is that a do while loop checks the condition at the end of the loop, or at the end of the loop. So all the others, like for loop, and while loop, they check the condition before entering the loop. Even the while loop, before entering the loop body, the condition is evaluated. But only in do while loop, we first enter the loop body, do one iteration or execute the code for once, and then we will check the condition. So a do while allows us to run the logic inside the loop or run the logic within the loop body at least once. So that is the advantage, or that is how do while loop is different when we compare it with for loop or while loop. So the takeaway is that the same code logic, it has produced an output when I use do while loop, but it never produced an output when I was using a while loop or a for loop. So this is how a do while loop is different. A do while loop will execute code at least once, and that is guaranteed whether the condition is true or false, whether the loop condition is met or not. In case of for loop and while loop, if the loop condition is not met, then the code inside the loop body will never be executed. So this is the takeaway, or how on when we or how the do while loop is different when compared to for loop and while loop.